got the coolant temp adapter piece on with the sensor. I did realize that where I plugged it in, I would have probably have to tap in and find that red and white wire on the original harness that comes out of that side and run it here. So what I'm gonna do is take it off of there and just direct it to here. I have the plug, which is right here. And I did also notice that when I plugged in I didn't plug in the charge light, that is obviously for the battery light. I found out where it goes. You know, I didn't know where it goes, that's why I didn't plug it in, but I found out where it goes. It goes on the harness that comes out of the engine, white and blue one as well, so that way it connects to the dash. So I'll fix that later off camera. Let's keep plugging away and putting some more stuff on. So I got a black steel braided clutch line. I already went ahead and installed it. I installed it here as well. I like that it has the 90, that way it doesn't come up too high. Tucked it under here, but I'm eventually gonna zip tie all this like kind of close together, so that way they're not all a mess. Fuel line, and then obviously the brake booster line that comes here, I'll zip tie them all together so they look like one instead of just everywhere. But I'm gonna go ahead and install now the K-tune bracket. So I'll show you some of that, and then we'll install the grounds from K-tune, and we'll keep going. So I got the K-tune bracket on for the throttle cable. It's nice and tight. I went ahead and put the cable on off camera. That was a mission, and my phone fell from where I had it, so I didn't want to do any time lapse there until I get my tripod. But that's on, clutch line's on, and now I'm gonna move on to the grounds here, so that way I'm gonna put one here to the terminal and eliminate this one, and either here on the trans to the frame, or we'll figure out where the other ones are gonna go. I know I have to put another one somewhere down here. So now that I got all that installed, I got the grounds done, ground there, and I'm gonna add a ground somewhere around the alternator bracket to the frame, and that should be set. I hope I don't have to move this one. I see a lot of people put them here, but we'll see what happens. If it doesn't start, if I don't get power to the harness, then I'll eventually put it there, or get a nice wire like that and tap it to here to there. I don't know, we'll figure something out. But I did make a mistake when I painted the bay. I forgot to cut these out. And I kind of regret it because I want to put in the radiator, and with that fan, it's too big, it hits. So that's why I picked up an eBay slim fan. I didn't want to get anything too expensive, it's just a fan. But if it goes bad, then I'm messed up. But I'm gonna cut these out, or test fit it first to see. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to cut them out and weld brackets underneath, so that way it can fit right. But it's coming together, man, it's looking good. So I'm gonna get and start taking this fan off and fishing the little zip tie thingies through these. So now that I got that old fan out the way, I jacked the car up, put a tower under it, because I'm gonna try and drill out the spot welds on those. I think I attempted before. No, I didn't. But I'm gonna attempt to drill out the spot welds. If I can, I'm just gonna cut them off, clean it up. I have more than enough paint to repaint right there, and then I'll weld brackets underneath here to support the radiator. So let me see if I can put you on a time lapse, that way my phone don't fall. So we finally got one out. Yeah. Working on the next one. Now we got it out. I'm gonna grind it down. A little paint. I won't paint right now though. I don't want to go overspray anywhere. Now we're good to go. We'll put the radiator in and get some brackets welded under here. So now that that's all painted up, so that way it doesn't rust, the idea I came up with my cousin is I'm pretty sure I could weld brackets under there, but I have a foam, like it has tape on one side and foam on the other. Wrap this up and screw it under here, so that way the radiator sits on there. I don't have a hood. I have to find a hood. I did have a hood, but I ended up throwing it away because it had a bunch of damage on it. So I'm gonna have to get a hood so I could test fit the clearance between this and then the radiator. But I think that's the idea I'm gonna stick with for now. I'm gonna put 2 brackets under here so it sits under there, so the radiator sits in here like a slot, and then wrap this up with some cushion tape that I have on my job. I'll show you guys on the next video. We got it on there. We're gonna slide it in here. That way we can see the clearance. And then there's a lot more space compared to having that big old thing. So the idea that I'm gonna stick with that for now. So let me get those brackets on there. Bingo. Sits nice.
How you like it?
So I had to shave off some metal there, so that way the radiator sits back more, because the bracket wasn't fitting right with the radiator sitting out. But we got it there. It sits nice. Like I said, I'm gonna put some cushions on that so it doesn't pierce the radiator from vibration. And then here I'll put some cushion here underneath so doesn't rattle too much on there. I'm gonna paint this right now so that way I can head home. That's all I'm gonna have for this video, and we'll catch you on the next one.